Free your mind now. Be part of the People's Pan-African Parliament. The Pan-African Pyramid Debate with your speaker, Andrew Irumba KATUSABE.
Where is your control?
The finance of any business, you're controlling everything.
How much money roughly do you pay per tax per month or per year? Do you remember that?
We pay about 2.5 billion in VAT
VAT 2.5
every month.
per month, not per year.
Per month.
2.5 billion.
Yeah. The president has done so well to stabilize the economy for 40 years. Today, if you go to the supermarket, more than 60-65% of the shelves, the goods you see, are locally produced.
Free your mind now. Be part of the People's Pan-African Parliament. The Pan-African Pyramid Debate with your speaker, Andrew Irumba KATUSABE.
The Pan-African Pyramid Debate with your speaker, Andrew Irumba KATUSABE. Now, I am not seated at my usual chair. I am seated at a very, very expensive office on Kampala Road. Some of you just passed by down there. I'm seated at Kampala Road on top of the roof, and I'm seated to the office of Dr. Sudhir RUPARELIA. Dr. Sudhir RUPARELIA is the chairman of RUPARELIA Group, and is also the Nepalese consul to Uganda. But Dr. Sudhir RUPARELIA is also one of the biggest supporters of Pan-Africanism. And as a matter of fact, in 2024, he was awarded as a lifetime achiever under the category of business entrepreneurship. So he's a Pan-African member under the Pan-African Pyramid Organization. Because we would like to thank you for allowing me to sit with you.
You're welcome.
Dr. Sudhir, if somebody met you and say, who is Dr. Sudhir? How would you begin that conversation? Somebody said, who is Dr. Sudhir? Somebody didn't know you.
Well, first of all, my family, my father's grandfather came to Mombasa in 1897.
1897.
About 129 years ago. They came to Uganda, arrived in Uganda in 1903. My father was born in Uganda in 1932.
Hey, your father was born here in Uganda?
Yes.
Where?
In Kampala.
Kampala?
Yeah. There used to be a Mango hospital.
Mango is here. Yeah. So his mother delivered him from Mango Hospital?
Yes.
Hey.
And I was born in Uganda in 1956. My father was born in 1932. And my children are born here.
All the children are born here. Oh. Okay, now you're born.
We're 4 generations in Uganda.
So you're born in Uganda now. After being born, how did you grow up? Where did you grow up from? You're born in Kampala at Mango Hospital.
You
live in Mango?
I was also born in Asiatic Hospital in Nakasero, where the blood bank is now.
You were born in the Asiatic Hospital?
Yeah, but I was conceived in the Katwe.
In Kasese?
Yeah.
That's where you were conceived from?
Yes, yes.
Okay. When the time for giving birth came, your mom rushed to Kampala?
Yes.
Okay.
But they brought medical facilities from our country.
Okay. So you were conceived in Katwe, born in Kampala?
Yeah.
Tell us, how did life go on after you were born now? What happens there?
Well, I grew up in the middle of the game park.
Queen Elizabeth?
Yes, I grew up there in a small town called Kabatoro, Lake Katwe.
Hey, so you grew up with the lions?
Yes, lions, elephants, hippos,
Hey,
buffaloes, antelopes.
you grew up with them?
Hyenas.
Hey,
They used to come on our street at night or daytime. Lions would come in the backyard or back gardens. You know, my mom, after cooking, she would put all the garbage in a dustbin, the garbage, and so the peeled,
The
banana,
yes.
remaining
The
would
banana
be there.
peels.
An elephant will come, few elephants will come around 10 o'clock at night and empty the garbage. So there was one time my mom had traveled and there was no cooking in the home. So when the elephants came, there was nothing in there.
In the dustbin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got angry and then they knocked the wall down.
The elephant.
Yeah.
They knocked the house down.
The wall
The wall.
in the back garden.
Yeah.
Then they pushed the wall and the wall broke.
You were inside.
Yeah, we were inside the house.
What happened there?
But and then the elephant went.
He didn't tell me.
No.
Hey. That's so. What are those memories you remember about you living near the lions, near the buffalo? Apart from that, any other experience you could have gotten as a child?
Well, I think there was one time my father had bought his first car. Then we found out there's some lions,
Under the car.
no, they were in the game park. So he took me and my sister to see the lions. And when we reached the lions, there was a Volkswagen at that time. And then the engine switched off.
In front of the lion.
There were about 20 lions there. So my father tried to start the car, he wouldn't start.
You must have sweated the plasma inside the car.
And in the end, he started, ignition on your own.
Nothing.
And then he started sweating. But after 15 minutes, he started, the car started, he just drove off.
You had to come see the lions.
Yeah.
After the car started, you didn't have time to see the lions. No.
There was one thing I remember. My father used to run the canteen and Queen Elizabeth and Moya Safari Lodge. With the staff would come and buy things. There was a rooms for the tour buses which would come, the drivers for them to sleep there, and in a small restaurant. So that was my early days. And then we had a business in the country. We had a shop and a petrol station. One in Kabatoro.
You had a petrol station?
Yeah, in Kasese. And in Lake Country, sorry.
Lake Country. So that means, Doctor, you were born in a well-to-do family, not as like us. It means you were born from a moderate family.
Well, it was a middle-class family. But for my education, when I was 5 to 6 years old, I was in a boarding school in Kampala.
Here? Which one is that?
And opposite the Bet Valley, where the Novi Hospital
Yeah,
is.
not hospital, I know it.
So,
It's still there actually.
yeah, so that used to be a boarding school. And I used to go to Bet Valley Primary School, which it was known as a different name before. So I did my P1 to P5
From Batavia.
from Bet Valley. Then I went to Jinja Senior Secondary, Jinja Primary School, Main Street Primary School, 1966 to 70. 71 I went to Jinja SSS, and then 71 at the end, then I came to Kampala. I studied Kalolo SS.
That was senior what? Kololo.
Yeah, senior 1, senior 2.
Kololo.
Well, senior partly I did in Jinja, then other part I did in Kampala.
Kampala.
And S2 I did in
Kololo. Then from there what happened?
Then in you know, Idi Amin gave notice of 90 days to Asians.
And that is the thing when Amin gave you 90 days to live.
Yeah, in 1972. So I left on the last day. I left on the 5th of November, 1972.
So it disrupted your education career. Yeah.
Yes, it's everything changed. You know, we went from Uganda into England. When I reached England on 6th of November, early morning, 3 o'clock, we were taken to a refugee camp in Greenham Common.
You were working in a refugee camp?
No, I was staying there.
In a refugee camp?
Yeah, for one night I stayed in one night.
In London?
Yeah. And there was in Greenham Common.
Mm.
Then from there, next day, I had my breakfast there, and after that, they gave me an overcoat. I went to London, to my auntie's place. In 2-bedroom, there were 7 people staying.
2-bedroom, 7 people in London.
Yeah,
This is 1972 now.
1972, November.
You stayed in a room with 7 people.
With 2-bedroom,
7 people.
7 people.
And that place belonged to your aunt.
Yeah, she was renting it.
So how did you leave Kampala to London?
Well,
how did you process your... Did you have a passport at that time?
No, I had a Ugandan passport. And I went to London in my Uganda passport. And then when I went to England, I became a refugee there. Because my father had a British passport. So based on that, I got a visa as a dependent. But I had no intention of going. Actually, I wanted to stay. That's why I stayed up to the last day here. Then the towns started getting empty, and you know, the army soldiers were becoming a bit rough. So I decided to leave.
So
my uncle stayed behind.
For you, you had been convicted that you should stay in Uganda amidst all chaos, whatever comes.
Yes.
What was at the back of your mind? Why were you putting your life in danger to stay where there is danger, yet there is good life in London?
Well, Uganda is a place where my father's grandfather came. My father's father was here. My father was born here. So I didn't know any other place other than Uganda.
So, what was the experience? You starting to apply now to get a visa for London, and then they're telling you the flight is tomorrow. As a young man, what came into your mind? Were you thinking that I am living to good life, or you are thinking like I am living good life blind?
I didn't even know what the next day was going to be. You know, all I remember England is about all detective stories where you know. In a cold, misty streets, a detective would be standing outside the house watching for his client or for the people they're looking for. And that's what our impression I had of England. You know, that it's a wet place, it is dark and misty all the time. You know, so I didn't even know what was going to happen. So we just had to go.
Where were you staying at that time? Where? Were you staying in Kampala or were you staying in
Kampala in Nakivubo.
Nakivubo down here?
Yeah.
Nakivubo Valley? Is it Nakivubo Valley Primary School?
Opposite that.
Opposite. That's where you were staying?
Yes.
So when Amini soldiers would come and you hear guns so on, what was going into your mind when other people like you had already left for London, but you had remained till the last day?
My parents also left early.
They left you behind?
Yes.
So you remained behind with who?
Alone.
One person?
Yeah.
Nakivubo?
Yeah.
What was going in your mind, Dr. Sudhir?
Well, I wanted to stay, but didn't know what to do. So I was still, I was 16 years old, and I was studying. So I didn't know about business world or anything like
So
that.
you remained in your Nakivubo place alone?
Yes. Yes. And then I had some friends come in, staying with me. I had a bit of Uganda shillings with me. My parents had left. About 300,000 Uganda shillings at that time.
300
Yeah.
shillings.
300,000 shillings.
300,000. Okay.
A lot of money then,
Yes.
you know.
Mm.
Yeah, but in the end, I decided to go on the last day.
The last day. When you really now realize that he was in danger.
Well, I didn't know what's going to happen after the deadline. Because I mean, they threatened that he's going to lock everybody up who doesn't leave. So I didn't know what the next step was.
So Amin had given 90 days.
Yes.
You left at the 90th day.
On the 90th day.
You're a risk taker.
Yeah.
And if he had gotten hold of you on the last day, he would think you were big-headed.
Well, I had a Uganda passport.
Mm.
So I'm a Ugandan citizen.
Yes,
Because I have
that's true.
citizenship by birth.
Mm. That's true.
So
That's true.
I don't know what we would have done, but my uncle stayed behind.
Hey, your uncle stayed behind.
Yes.
And he survived.
And he survived.
Who is that?
You know the one of downtown Forex Bureau? Dipu and Paresh.
Hey, Deepu, yes.
And his father, my father's older brother.
Mm. He's still around? That,
No, he expired.
No, your
My
your
cousins are there. Dipu is there.
Deepu is there. You remind?
Yes. The Dipu and the family then went to England, but his father stayed here.
Hmm. So now, on that night of you jumping onto the plane, who organizes for you the flight?
I did myself.
You booked the flight.
I went to Alitalia because there was a last flight going.
Mm.
And I went to their office in town and bought my ticket. I had some more money, so I also gave other people some tickets.
You bought for other people?
Yeah, also.
Because you remember you had remained with your 300,000,
Yes.
your dad had left with you. A ticket would cost how much at that time?
I don't know, 1,000 or
1,000. Uganda shillings.
about 1,500 shillings.
Oh, 15
1,500 shillings was a ticket.
Uganda shillings.
Yeah.
And you had 300,000.
Yeah.
So you had to buy for other people.
Yeah.
I think you started your philanthropist at another age.
Yes.
Yeah. Because another child at 16 years to give money, moreover, some of those you were buying tickets for could have been even older than you.
Yes, they were older people.
And you bought for them.
Yes.
And you.
There was a friend of mine, his family of 5, I bought them all of the tickets
All of them.
because they were not well to do.
Yeah.
They had an issue with tickets. I bought them.
So actually, this shows that your philanthropism has not just begun because you now have money, but that's who you are.
Yeah, it's
That's
part of
right.
our culture.
Okay.
You know, in our culture, whatever you earn, 5 or 10% you keep aside for
those other people.
the underprivileged.
That's a culture. Do you see that culture today in our society?
Well, in our culture, still there.
In your culture, it's still there. You're not sure whether other cultures have it today in your way of life.
You know, people in Uganda go to church or mosque and then they contribute. You know, but they don't do philanthropic work outside the
church.
the church or something. The only other thing they do is to give donation to weddings and contributions and all that. Otherwise, to look after the underprivileged and all that, it's a bit scarce.
It's a big stuff.
It's not in the culture.
So now, let's go back to our London story. Doctor, you have arrived in London. Which airport do you arrive at?
Heathrow.
Heathrow. Who receives you?
There was the refugee
Agency.
under the British government.
Yes, they were receiving. There was a tent for receiving refugees.
Correct.
There was a program, an arrangement for
Yes, so
receiving refugees.
they took it by a coach, bring a common about 1 hour from Heathrow, and we got a room to stay.
So when they picked you from Heathrow Airport, that's the one night you stayed in the camp.
Yes.
You talked earlier.
Correct.
You arrived in the camp, then in the morning, now you have to find maybe your relatives or where to put you. Or sort of they,
Yeah, some people say in the
here in
camps
the
for 3
refugee camp,
months,
they call it
4
the
months.
reception center.
Yeah.
Reception center.
There are many camps all over England.
Mm. Okay. So when you leave the first night in the camp, the following day you go to your aunt. How is life there
Well,
compared to the life you had been living here? You have remained with the 300,000. You are living at large. You're a young boy, 16 years. You're going to school. You are living in London.
you have to clean your bedroom. You have to wash your own clothes. You have to contribute for living. You know.
Mm.
So it was like everybody had to contribute and do their work, cleaning toilets, cleaning everything. You know, your dishes you have to clean yourselves. So there was a big cultural shock because here we had help at home.
Mm.
So there was a big shock, but then I went from there to join my parents in a scuttle in England. Because they landed into another camp and they were given accommodation, council accommodation. So I went and joined them. And it was a town where it was depending on steel and Walker's Crisp. Scunthorpe is the place it started. So then I realized that I'm not sure I want to settle in that town. So I left Scunthorpe and I went Birmingham, Manchester, Stockport. Then from there I went to Ilford. So we met somebody when I was in Scunthorpe, Stockport, with my uncle, and my uncle had a friend who came to visit us, and he said to us that he works in Ford Motor Company and he can find us work there. So me and my uncle left Stockport and went to Ilford. Reaching there about 4 o'clock, we found the man was not at home, and we waited till about 10 o'clock at night, and the guy still not home. So I told my uncle, I had about 5 pounds in my pocket. Let's go and eat something. So we went. I had 2 hamburgers and he had some chips and all. And we went back. Found that the man still was there. We went to sleep outside his door front in London. And
You slept on the street.
yes, we slept outside, me and my uncle.
Somebody had gone with the key.
No, the guy, his child was sick. So he went to see a doctor friend of his, him and his wife and 2 children. And when they were there, so the child was not well. The doctor said, sleep at my home. So the guy slept there. He didn't know we were coming because there was no communication at the time. So and then we waited till morning. Morning 6 o'clock, the postman passes, looks at it, we're sleeping outside with a cardboard box. And then a postman comes, milkman comes, and they're laughing at us. So, and then this guy came at 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock. Opened the house, they made some breakfast.
We apologize, sorry, because I was not aware that we were coming, guys.
Correct.
Yes.
So then I said in Ilford, we've been looking for a job the Ford Motor Company and the union. So union policy was to give jobs to the existing members of their families first. And I was still under 18. So, and you can only get a trainee job after 18, and then you get a full-time job. So, as an apprentice.
Yes.
Yeah, but so I didn't get a job. So then I joined another factory. They had the most difficult job. They put me under when you make a test tube. You get a test tube, and then you have hot wax coming.
The hot wax.
You know, with the test tube, the marking.
Yeah.
You can't mark directly in the glass and break.
Yeah.
So you have to have a coating of wax so that then the machine marks. So it is a soft, it's hardened surface to protect the glass. So I was under that machine, you know, with hot wax in my
factory.
In the factory.
In London.
Then after that, I worked there for 2-3 months. In the meantime, wanted to join. I was passing RF recruitment office. So I went there and, you know, they had an aptitude test. I passed the test. But then I was under 18. So they needed my mother and father's consent.
And consent.
So I sent the papers to my
parents.
My parents. My mom said, "Not on my life, I'm going to sign this."
Because you're underage.
Because you know what the army does in Uganda. You know, she left Idi Amin's army and all that. So she was not going to accept me to join the army.
You had to send the papers to join the army of where? Of London or
of England?
Of England.
Yeah.
Hey, when you left here, you went to England. You had to send for you were okay to join the army of England, but underage.
Yes.
So your mother refused.
Yes.
Did your father agree?
Father was he didn't get to him to. So first my mother said no. So then he would not.
Okay. So right now we'll be talking to a general from the British Army.
Of
course you'll be retired general.
It was Royal Air Force.
It was a
Royal Air Force.
Royal Air Force, yes. You're going to get the Queen.
Well, I didn't even know what kind of
so
job I was going to
you
get.
have become a royal guard.
One of the reasons why I joined was because I could get education there. I could continue with education and then also train as a
soldier,
as a trainee.
Royal guard. Now you'll be getting the royal guard. You'll be the royal guard now. So that fails.
Yeah.
What happens there?
And then I
went
back to Finchley.
To the factory.
Finchley Central when my auntie was there. Then I rented my own apartment, 1-bedroom bed-sitter.
You rented?
I rented. And I started working in a supermarket. So working in bakery, butchery, you know, filling up the shelves of the supermarket.
Cleaning up.
Yeah.
Cleaning. I know those jobs. I also did them. So how much were you being paid?
I was paid about £15
per month?
per week.
Per week.
And after that, I'll pay £6 for my
maintenance.
The other £9 I will have to survive on.
You survived on that. You did that for how long?
For a couple of years. Then I started my O levels.
You resumed your studies?
Yeah, I resumed. I was studying daytime and worked night shift.
In London? Okay. So let's move on. From there, what did you do any other job?
Yeah.
From the supermarket?
After supermarket, I left the job. I did night shift, Monday to Thursday. And then I would go to school in the
During
day.
the day. Yes.
Then weekend job, I was driving taxis.
Hey, what do you mean?
From Friday night till Sunday night, for 48 hours non-stop, I would be driving minicab.
You become a cab driver at night. Then at
No,
night,
no. I work in a factory.
yes, Monday, Thursday,
Yeah.
during the night.
Yes.
During the day, you're at school.
Yes.
Then in the 2 weekends where you would go and rest, you go to drive the car.
Yes.
So when were you resting?
Hardly.
We don't see any resting day there. At night, you're working. During the day, you're schooling. Weekends, you're driving a car.
Well, I finish my school at about 2, come and sleep for 3 hours, and 5 o'clock on Friday I will start. I will work 48 hours non-stop.
You see.
I was able to save about £6,000, and I bought my first house well, before that I met my wife to be
Oh,
Joshua
in London.
in London. So we're going out and this, but she comes from a very conservative family. So when she would tell this family I'm driving a minicab and all that, so they wanted her to marry an accountant or lawyer or somebody like that.
Hey, now she did a disservice to you. She told her family your job, your cab driver.
Yeah.
For her, she was innocent, she was okay. But then the parents were looking at her.
Yeah.
Now, really, our daughter getting married to a cab driver. Yet we were preparing for an accountant, for a lawyer, for a banker.
Yeah.
So how did she maneuver that to ensure that?
She was adamant and said, if I'm going to marry, I'm going to go to marry this man.
She became adamant.
Yeah.
You are the cab driver. You were a cab driver that time.
So I was under pressure to buy a house. So in 1976, I bought my first house when I was 20 years old.
20 years. From the savings from the cab drive and
The job.
the job you are doing from Monday to Thursday.
I've saved
You
about
bought the house in
6
London or Kampala?
In London,
At 20?
20. I paid £15,250. I got a £12,000 mortgage. And the other £6,000 I saved, I paid down payment, and the rest I used to furnish the house. My wife also supported me.
Because she was coming from a well-to-do family. Well, is that house still there?
No, I'm sold it to a friend of mine. My friend stays there.
Still there.
But then I bought second house, third house, and a fourth house.
You bought second and third and fourth. So at that time, I think now the parents of Madame now started appreciating you, saying, I think
Well,
you are right.
I think after my first house, and then we got married in 77.
In London or here?
London.
London. But that is after you had proved yourself that even her, she had shown that this is the right man actually.
Well, she had decided anyway.
Hey, so we didn't even discuss how did you meet Madame, our mother?
She was working in the supermarket on weekend jobs. She used to study weekdays, and Friday evening and Saturday she used to come and work as a cashier in a supermarket. That's where I met her. No, so that's afterwards. Sorry. Me and my cousin were going for a wedding, to attend somebody's wedding, and I was sitting on the upper double-decker bus, on the upper deck, and then there was two girls standing on a bus stop.
And one of them is that one.
Yeah, one of them is my wife now. So I told my cousin, look at the nice, beautiful girls. I said, I know them. I work with them in the supermarket. And so I said, and my cousin also was doing weekend job. Because you can work Friday evening and Saturday. So I said, I'm coming to join you. So I went and joined the supermarket, working Saturdays. That's how we met.
You went and then the supermarket where Justina was working. Yes, she was the cashier.
Yes.
But you had an ulterior motive.
Of course.
Your mission was not job.
No.
You had another idea. And Justina didn't know the idea.
No. So at the same time, I passed my driving test in 1974. And so me and my cousin went to Georgia and her friend, and we said, look, we want to celebrate. I just got my driving license, we'll take you out for lunch. So Jyotsna's friend liked me, I like Jyotsna, my cousin liked Jyotsna also. So we went out for lunch. Because Jyotsna's friend said, no, let's go, you know. Then we went out for lunch, and started from there.
Okay, I will not ask further on that.
No.
I will not ask further. Now, Dr. Now let's come to your family. You've got Justin. So you started the family. How many children now?
I have 3 children.
3 children.
Mira is the oldest, Sheena, and Rajiv.
Mira is the first one.
Yes.
All of them were born here in Uganda.
Yes.
How was life now that you got a family? When do you leave London to come with your family here? Because you met in London.
I left in 1985.
1985.
January.
That's exactly. No, this government came in power in 1986.
86.
So by the time they took over power, you were already here.
Yes.
You are not patient to wait for the war to end.
No. I came before the war. I came a year before.
Why do you want to endanger yourself again? You're in good life in London.
Yeah, but there was war going out in the bush.
Yeah.
They're not taking the capital. So I was in the first coup after when Tito Okello came.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is good. You're in London, you have a good life, you've already married your wife, you bought your first house, you are coming back
By
to
the
the
time
country.
I came to Uganda, I had 4 houses in England.
So why are you coming in a war-torn country again? Why don't you wait the war to end?
Well, you know, Africa is either in your blood or it's not in your blood. So it's like, you know, something was missing in my life. My uncle was here, he would come to England, he said, come to Uganda, opportunities are there. So I decided to come. So I left in 1985, January.
You're not worried that I'm coming back to war, they may finish my life, and they leave my 4 houses in London?
I came alone first. My wife stayed there. Then I went to Nairobi. Then I came to Uganda on the 5th of February 1986.
6th of February, Wilson took power on 26th of February. 26th of February. You came on 6th of February.
1985.
85, okay. A year later, actually.
Yeah, they came on 26 January 1986.
You were impatient in coming back to Africa.
No, maybe it probably was the right time.
Do you know what was pushing you to leave good life in London and come back here?
Yeah.
Where you're not sure of your next meal? Okay. You have given birth to 3 children now. How is life there? So you come back. So it means the first child was born from here?
Yes. So I came back, I was single, then my wife joined me. You know, then I was 9 years after my marriage. My wife said, I want a family now. Otherwise, I'm leaving you.
Hey, you wed officially,
Yes.
but you spent 9 years.
Without the child.
Why?
I think I'm going to spend time with myself and her. We're going to travel the world.
You just didn't want to produce. Until she threatened to leave you.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, because raising a family is a big commitment.
Mm.
And, you know, the cost of education and all that.
So all that was in your brain.
Yeah.
If we give birth,
Yeah.
have we planned enough to ensure that they live a good life?
Correct.
So the first aid was a protest from Justina. I am going to leave. Then he said, okay, it's okay, let's have to leave. That is now Sheena. Mira.
Then Shina. Then Rajiv. 2 years difference.
Okay, now bringing up those 3 children in one home. How was it?
No, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're because I think when I started my first business, I was dealing in salt, and then I started dealing in beers from the Plaza building in Ginger Road.
Mm. Mm.
And I was working, doing well.
Mm.
I bought my first house in 91
1991.
in Uganda.
Yeah. Which one was that?
There was a house in Kololo where I'm in now.
So where you are now?
Yeah.
You simply demolished and built another home.
Well, what happened was we rented that house from somebody, and my wife was asking him to do too much
Refurbishment.
refurbishment.
Yes, renovation.
The guy said, "Look, you just buy the property."
Yeah.
Got fed up of
He always come and say, but this sitting room needs expansion.
Yeah.
Then we don't have a kitchen.
Yeah.
Buy it.
So so we bought that house for $260,000. I didn't have all the money, so I tell the guy I will pay you $100,000. I'll pay you $20,000
US dollar
a month.
per month.
And I
You paid
paid you.
until you finished. So again, that house that you own, it is Justina who started the fire.
Yeah.
But Justina has been a good companion.
And
She has managed you.
and then we bought a plot next door.
Mm.
We put up another building.
Mm.
Then I think in about 14 years ago,
Mm.
we decided to break both the houses and put up something for till we are at 6 feet under.
Yes.
You know, there's our last home there.
Yes. Hey, you've broken and built and broken how many times?
Yeah, there was one house there, and I put up a second house.
Yes.
Then when we were planning this house that
You are in now, the permanent.
we broke both the houses.
All of them,
Yeah, and then put up what we.
the permanent one.
Yeah.
Beautiful house. When they come there, I want to live.
Thank you.
When they come there. Doctor, how do these children grow up, 3 of them in the house? You know, I'm asking you this question because you told me it was beautiful. It was different from where I was born. We were born 104 children. My father had 104 children.
Oh.
We would live in a home. He had 4 official homes and other homes where if you gave birth one child, you believe where you are, but he takes care of you. Now, where we lived, the biological children were like 30. But then our father was a Pan-African. He would pick children from the neighborhood, those that he sees their parents are not here, and he would bring them home. And from the time he says, these are my children. These are my children. And you cannot separate the biological from the other children.
Wow.
Yes.
What a great man.
So, the children of our uncles, they even shifted from their home to our home. So you live like in a home, like 40, 50 children.
Wow.
So eating, sleeping becomes a problem. But then there is also another beautiful part of that. When it comes to playing, you can play football and enjoy because you have even like
The whole
3
team.
teams at home.
And spectators.
That's number one. Number two, when it comes to doing working, in a day we would go and dig what other families would dig for 3 months, we dig it in 1 day.
Wow.
So we would produce in a day more food than we needed. So that's how he went commercial. So all of us have eaten, but there is a lot of food in the silos. So that's how we started. Commercial farming started selling. And then the wealth increased.
Amazing.
Children, he uses the children to create wealth. But staying together as young children has goods and bads. The bad is that fighting, stupid fights even, not even, slap this, slap that, So I got from that environment.
It's a big number.
Yeah.
Very big number.
If I was a Pan-African, every child in the community, for as long as you are not okay at your home, you come home.
Yeah.
That's how we grew up. Actually, one of those children today who grew up from home is a commission of oil and gas in Hoyne.
Wow.
Yes. Oil and gas. Assistant Commissioner of Oil. And when you meet him, he's called Irumba. You not know that he's not my biological brother, but he is my brother. Because we don't have those things of saying this is biological, this is not biological. He's your brother, he's your brother. And that's where I also picked some of those things for. So I am asking you this question from the context of myself. Then I want to ask you, you as a father, how did you go up with those? Because, the other part is, for the time I lived with Rajiv. Rajiv was somewhere bully. He was somewhere bully. But of course a good man. But he's this guy he would speak very, bitter words and then 1 minute is laughing with you.
Yeah.
That kind of bulliness. So how did you grow up? I mean, how did you bring them up?
Well, all the children are very individual personalities. The girls are a bit milder. Rajiv was a
Hyper.
fighter from the day one. And Rajiv and me and Ashina, when they were young, we got them involved in the, I used to go to building sites, take them there.
Yeah, you go then.
And then they grew up with an environment they would understand. So when they're 5 years, 4 years old, come with me, building site, then we'll go for lunch, or eat on the site. So they grew up in that environment of business.
But they never fought in the home?
They would fight. Children are children now. The boy would fight with the girls would fight with each other. So, but not so much.
Not so much. We would meet, like especially in the evening, he'd call me at Kadura. The way he would call me, if I didn't know him, you'd think this guy will not do. Because he would use rough words. You might have something, you come here, where are you? Then when you arrive, I remember one time also, where we had some rift, me and Rajiv. When they had appointed a certain guy to be the ambassador of Victoria University, Bad Black.
Oh yeah.
They appointed the Bad Black as an ambassador of an institution, an education institute. So Rajiv had not called me on that, yet he knew my role in terms of media. And so he knew that would come back to me. So when he did that, I was actually in Kasese, in Reserve National Park, when I read the news, and then remember he called you on WhatsApp and we spoke. When I called Rajiv abused me. He thought what he had done was the best idea. I opposed it. He abused me in full. Then when I called you, you listened. And then you said, it's okay. I will talk to you. Because first of all, I asked Rajiv, this is an education institution. You have brought somebody whose background all of us know. Now you're saying she's the ambassador. Do you know that is going to become now a network for those people.
Yes.
Yet we are bringing young girls to teach good manners from the school. So this person is not going to teach them what we want to teach them.
I didn't agree with him there, so I talked to him, made him realize that it was wrong decision.
Yes.
They have to back down.
The point I was telling you is when I talked to him on phone, he abused me. And he cut me off. Then I called you. You listened to me. And you heard all my arguments. I made one, two, three, and you listened. I said, okay, you have a good point. I will talk to you. 2 days later, Rajiv calls me. And they will call me. It was I thought now it was war. Because he said, you madam, something, where are you? I said, they're not here. Where? I said, Texas. You come to my office. I said, because I knew his office was here.
Yeah.
So, as I was leaving, I had reached at Fairway here, coming to his office. Yet actually he was at Cabaret Club.
Yeah.
So, he said, but you said you're in Texas. You're taking home. He said, sir, I am at roundabout Fairway. He said, Fairway? He said, yes. You said it to my office. I know your office. He said, no, I'm here at Cabaret. Come here. I returned. So, he was blaming me for taking long. Yet he actually didn't know. He had not told me that I'm at Cabaret.
Okay.
When I arrived there, I was suspecting that this guy is going to strangle me. What surprised me when he met me, I found him in his small office, the other side of Kadira, the other side, with his secretary, this brown lady. So when he saw me, she was seated in his shorts, he's taking his cigar. All of a sudden, I put down the cigar and he embraced me. And I first looked at him. He said, maybe he wants to get me very well and then punch me. So I received him but with a double, like I am not sure. Then he said, you are my true brother. You are a real brother. From today, you are a real brother. I said, why? He said, all the motherfuckers were telling me I've done the right thing. You are the only one who told me I had done the wrong thing. All his friends had been telling him it's the right thing. I'm the only one who opposed his idea of having that lady as the grand ambassador of the school.
Yeah.
And we argued over it. So when he called me, he said he had called me to abuse me. But he embraced me and said, from today, you speak the truth. Yeah, I think he had not yet known me. He had not yet understood my character. I told him, Rajiv, when I say you're my brother, I mean it. And I will never feel comfortable to tell you that this is good when I make sure. That hurt me, but I told you. That was wrong. He said, no, even the doctor has told me. And I was happy. Because immediately changes were made. And I said, okay, very good. So I'm speaking to you from that perspective. So I don't know how he lived with the,
I think he understood. And the chairman of the council also had a talk with him. And so I think it all ended up right in the end.
very good.
And when Black was, she even understood
Yes.
where we're coming from. And she was very good.
She was good. Now, I also want to now discuss the Rajiv, the business mindset.
Rajiv was one person who knew people from down to the highest order. He mixed with them. When Rajiv died, there's a street cleaner. KCC is a street cleaner from our street.
I'm the one who received that.
She came. You were there.
Yeah, I'm the one who received that.
Yes, I remember. You were there. And she came and said, Rajiv, whenever she passes by your shop, give me 10, 20,000. I said, keep up the good job and drive off.
She even told me he would buy maize. He would buy a lot of maize, which he would not eat. He would buy and pick one and leave the rest there. But the thing is, he wanted to support her.
Yeah.
That lady, up to now, I remember how heartbroken she was. I remember.
He's paid school fees for hundreds of children. The two singers from Kabira, Kapara parents.
Yes. The superstar, this girl, Felista, the superstar, and this boy, Fresh Kid.
Yes.
Yes, I remember.
And they're also very grateful till now. They have not forgotten Rajiv, which is a good thing. Yeah, and Rajiv had so many friends of age group.
Yes, all ages.
All ages, mixed with everyone and everybody. And during his funeral, you see how many thousands of people came on the streets of Kampala. You know, the whole of Kampala was full of people. So it was a, and it was a man with a very good heart. He had a lot of determination to succeed. And what, I miss him.
No, I have a lot of memories about Rajiv. You know, me sometimes they fear to disturb you. They fear to disturb you. And so Rajiv, this guy who, when I was starting this Pan-Africanism, Rajiv was very passionate. One time he called me here. When I was telling him my idea of the awards, the guy was explaining to me my own idea better than myself. You know, I have written a proposal. I brought it to him. In 1 minute, he goes through 4 pages and he's crossing. He says, I think he breaks down your own idea better than yourself. He did it to me. Then now the second time, when I wrote you a proposal and you gave me assistance, then Rajiv told me, first go to Chairman, he gives you his. Then you give me yes, then you call me and say, has given you yes. Now you come to me. I got the proposal. Give me 4 million. You gave it to the secretary. Can you give it? This is my brother. But he said, this is not going to tell Chairman. Now I'm revealing a secret to you. Rajiv, you give me and Rajiv gives me. But whatever gives you, he said, this is me. Chairman is Chairman. This is me. And he did that so many ideas in Kampala. That's why when he died, you saw people from all ages, including KCC cleaners. They have something to share with Rajiv. And this is organic. It's not made up. No, it's organic. I am the one who received that staff of KCC in her jacket, KCC, when she was coming to me. She spoke a lot. I could see her, I could not imagine. Now, we didn't know until she spoke. Now, there are many thousands of people with those special testimonies, some of whom did not get a chance actually to explain because they want to tell you. I meet them, they tell me many things. I meet them. Last week when you gave us that venue, for when I went there to get my beer for drinks, one of the girls in the marketing department, she took me aside and said, Rajiv deserves more than this. Because he said, we are coming to do this. I will never forget our boss. He said, why? He said, when Rajiv arrived here, when his dad now gave him powers to do this, he arrived here. Me, I didn't know him. But everybody, in our rooms, in our meetings, in our lives, on food, all of them are saying, we are now getting better. So even her, she said, she didn't know the actual Rajiv. But people who had been with him, we are preparing to say, we are getting better. When this guy is with us here, there will be equal opportunities here. I tried to interrogate, she said, Rajiv, even if you're a staff, should meet you and you will speak as if it's brother at all. And in meetings, he would give you a chance to speak. He would speak your mind, and he would not take you for anything. And your idea, if it is superior than his, you will adopt your idea. Yet you are actually a staff. This last week when I was at Speak Resort, a girl told me, but she said, please keep my identity. That's what she told me. She said, but this is good. I said, no. But that's all they miss. That's it. And many other keep. Yeah. So I don't know. Of course, this is a hard question to ask you. But how are you coping up with that person?
Well, I think we're missing him. Missing him in business. But my daughter Sheena has taken a big part of it.
Sure.
And Meera is also doing the business again.
They're closing it up.
Yeah. Sheena is taken over. So we'll always miss him.
I'm sorry, it's not an easy. Well, okay. Now, doctor, let's now talk business. Let's talk business. You're one of East Africa's biggest conglomerate. You know, like, how do you do these things? How many heads do you have, doctor? Huh? How do you do these things?
Well, it comes naturally. When you start building a business from the foundation, make them grow. And I don't go into any business which I don't enjoy doing.
That's your magic bullet. You don't go into any business
Unless I enjoy
which
it.
you don't enjoy doing.
Yes. Because then, when you enjoy doing something, then you're doing it with a passion. You're not going to say, I'm going to, on Monday morning, then I have to go to work.
Oh, you feel like you don't want.
Yeah, but you know, if you enjoy doing the business, then you continue going to
You're
work.
motivated.
Yeah, motivated. You're naturally.
The body moves itself naturally. So every business you're doing, you enjoy doing it.
Yes.
But now you're into hospitality, you're into real estate, you're selling flowers.
Yes. Education.
Education.
University.
How? You can't say you're doing all those.
Yeah, but I have good management. I structure the business with a good administration, self-accounting.
Self-accounting.
Yeah. And the accounts department all report to us.
Mm.
So you might have a union, but the accounts department is there to service the facility, but they report directly to us.
They come to you, the message.
Once you control money, you control everything.
What did you say? Once you control?
The finance of any business,
Yeah.
you're controlling everything.
So all the accounts of all your companies report to you directly. Yeah, that's
Except to the board.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, you might have schools, but you have the principal job is to educate children. And so you should concentrate on the education side of it, not worry about the running of financial. That is
you.
yes.
They should play their role, you play yours.
Yes. Otherwise, they divert their energies from education into
Managing the
money.
business,
Managing the money.
managing the money.
Not the
They will end up managing the money alone.
Yes.
And they forget the primary role.
Yes, correct.
So, doctor, first take us through, like a Monday morning, the fresh week starts. How does your day begin? From morning. What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 5 o'clock.
What time do you wake up? When you wake up, what happens throughout the day?
5 o'clock I wake up, 6 o'clock I'm in the gym for 3 or 4 times a week. Then I get ready, I have my coffee, biscuits or something. Then by 9:30 I leave home. I visit one of the building sites. Then I come to office.
You have entered the office. What happens?
Well, then I have all my paperwork, my emails, signing checks, invoicing, and all that. Approved.
Who reads your emails? Yourself?
My secretary prints all the emails, puts in front of me. Then I write the replies. Then she will reply from what I've written there.
But the checks you send them yourself.
Sorry?
The checks you send them yourself.
Well, they're prepared.
They are prepared.
By accounts, there are 3 or 4 people who will sign, check, double check, and then comes to me.
As the final signature.
And China will also sign in approval.
After you, there is China now.
Then I sign the invoice, final signature, and I sign the check.
So who reads your document? This proposal that come. I have seen the secretary is reading the emails. What about these the documents, the court documents, the proposal, the idea?
I do it myself.
Yourself? Let's get tired.
I'm 70 years old now. And I still work.
So you come at 9, having just taken coffee from home. When you arrive here, do you have a heavy breakfast?
No.
Like a 4-course meal?
No.
So what do you
Just
do?
4 or 5 biscuits. That's it.
In the morning, biscuits?
Yeah.
And a cup of coffee?
Yeah. Or I have an orange or something like that. Nothing.
Your breakfast is 9?
Yeah.
What about lunch?
Lunch I have.
Heavy?
No, medium.
Now for me, for me, eat 8 courses. In the morning, I must have like if there's a bunch of matoke, I must have like 4. So I thought I am doing well.
No, it's an individual thing, you know.
What time do you eat dinner?
About 7?
7. You eat heavy this time around?
No, light.
Everything is late. So when do you eat heavy?
No, I don't.
You don't.
I used to eat and, drink when I was younger. I was baby,
Actually, you see some of your photos.
Yeah.
Where you are 10 times bigger than you are. So that's the time you used to eat.
Yeah.
What did you reduce when eating?
Well, I think I generally had to reduce weight. I wanted to.
You wanted to reduce weight.
Yeah.
And you have to reduce when you're eating habits. So me, I've tried 5 times to reduce weight by reducing eating. I try for 1 month, the second month, then you try again, eat for 2 days, then I go back, and you fail.
Well, look, as long as your body can accept it, it's okay.
Me, when I don't eat enough now, when you find out I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry. So, doctor, I have seen here you're the Nepalese consul to, you are the Nepalese consul to Uganda. Then you have all these multiple businesses you are doing. How do you juggle through this?
Yeah, it's an honorary position. I'm not a paid.
You're not paid for that job?
No. By the government of Nepal, it's an unpaid. And I have to look after the interests of Nepal and Uganda. Or if any Nepali citizen has a problem, they come to me. Somebody died or something. I help them process papers.
So there are no financial benefits out of that?
No.
Nothing? You're simply serving?
The only thing is that you get diplomatic cover.
Okay.
Maybe get a duty-free importation of car in 3 years or something. That's what you get.
I have seen the monster car you are driving, there is an emblem.
Yeah.
I see it down there.
Yes.
So those are the benefits.
That's the only benefit.
Eh. From your businesses per day, roughly, per day, how much money do you make a day?
I'm not counted.
You've never counted.
No.
You know, at least if the good day has come, I must go with 4 billion a day. Or if it's a bad day, maybe 1 billion.
No.
Yeah.
I never count my worth. I never count how much I make. As long as there are enough balances in the account to pay for all the bills, salaries, and my tax.
How much money roughly do you pay per tax per month or per year? Do you remember that?
We pay about 2.5 billion in VAT
VAT 2.5 billion.
every month.
Per month, not per year.
Per month.
2.5 billion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a group. Then we pay about 30 billion in corporation tax for the company.
Corporation tax.
Yeah. Then I pay.
This is also
This
per
just
month?
one of the companies. Per
Per-
year.
Per year. One company. One company, 30 billion. So let's say you have 20 companies.
No, not all the companies. This is the highest paying. Then
Yeah.
some pay 5, some pay 3, 2 like that. And then as an individual,
Mm.
I'm the highest taxpayer on the real estate sector. As Sudhir in RUPARELIA. And I pay about 14 billion into tax. 12 billion plus,
You pay 14 billion
yeah,
per year.
per year. 12 to 14 billion. And then I pay about 9 or 10 billion in VAT myself.
You as an individual,
Yeah.
not your company, but you as Dr. Sudhir. You have paid for the businesses, now you're paying for an individual called Dr. Sudhir.
Yes.
9 billion.
VAT.
Per year.
Okay. Plus, then the company pays PAYE, national insurance, withholding tax,
NSSA.
and yeah, all that is extra. That's the company's responsibility. Quite good.
So in the year, you need to make a calculation how much money you pay. You pay to Uganda. Don't you feel sometimes all these things going wrong, getting over your head, burning your head?
No. Look, as a citizen of the country, it's my obligation to pay taxes. And it should be the responsibility of every citizen. Do so.
So how many workers roughly do you have?
Over 10,000.
More than you. Come on, how much money do you pay tax per month? Then you will see how many heads are in one. How do you rate the when you pay these taxes, Dr. Sudhir, are you comfortable on how these taxes are used?
Look, my obligation is to pay these taxes. What happens after
It's not your business.
is I have no say.
Okay.
So I keep out of it. Look, I mean, government has to run. Goods and services has to be provided. It may not be as per expectations, but they are all trying. Everybody is part of the system which works.
How do you see Uganda as a country in terms of development, socially, economically? Let's not talk about politically, socially and economically. Because I know your mindset is on economic transformation. So do you see the masses moving along with you?
But I look, the whole country has benefited from the president's NRM's rule of 40 years. You just go up country and you see how much development is going on everywhere. From here, Kampala to Fort Portal, Kampala to Kasese, everywhere people are building and building. And the price of the land everywhere has shot up everywhere. So something must be going right.
Something must be going right.
Yes, because for people to benefit in up country, you know, I remember the price of land used to be 100,000 an acre at one time. Now it's 5, 10, maybe 20 billion in some places, and even more in other places. So everybody is benefited through this growth in the economy. The president has done so well to stabilize the economy for 40 years. Today, if you go to the supermarket, more than 60-65% of the shelves, the goods you see, are locally produced. So that's something. Now, there are all 5,000 factories in Uganda. And 95% is all operated by Indians.
95%? Yeah. Why is that so?
Well, I think Ugandans will generally go into real estate, trading, and building arcades and all that, but they don't go into manufacturing so much. Whereas the Asian origin, or Ugandans of Indian origin, will go into manufacturing, service industries, and hospitality and things like that.
Because the areas of Ugandans, this skin saying your skin, you're taking away their jobs. You are.
But what job are we taking of theirs? We're creating employment. I'm employing 10,000 people. How many people jobs am I taking? I'm creating employment.
Instead, you're creating.
Yes. And everybody who owns industries is creating jobs.
But in terms of, in terms of population, you are Indian, Ugandan of Indian origin. In terms of population in Uganda, they are like
0.01%. 0.01%. We are about 30,000 in this country.
30,000 people.
Yeah. Out of a population of 50 million.
50 million. We are not even 1%, but 0.1.
0.1. And we are contributing 65% of the revenue in this country.
You are 0.01%.
Yes.
Population. That's about 30,000 people.
Yes.
But then, when it comes to taxes, you're contributing 65%
5% of the GDP.
So this 99.9%, what are they doing?
You don't ask me, but
They do. How can less than 1% contribute more than you 99%? So what are we doing?
well, I think everybody does contribute. Even if you're contributing 500 or 100,000, you're contributing.
And you and I, are we not ashamed? You're very proud of where you are. You're a cameraman.
He's paying his due, you're paying your due. Everybody is doing the bit. And you're providing a service. You're part of the bicycle wheel. Bicycle wheel has 32 spokes. If one spoke is missing,
the best cook are not more properly.
it would have a
Problem.
problem. So everybody plays a part in the economy.
This is very interesting. 0.01% being in charge of 65% the tax.
We're even less than 0.1%. 0.01%.
So, what advice do you give this people whom I hear sometimes saying the Indians are taking our jobs, the Indians are taking our opportunities? What advice? How would you speak to them if you met them and they spoke that word to you? How would you advise them?
I would, if somebody's got a mindset and who thinks that they've taken the job, you can't change that mindset. You have to. He will not understand the economy, he will not understand the figures and facts. So how do you deal with people like
that? And this is the same problem that is happening in South Africa currently. South Africa is saying these are the
South Africa is a multiracial country. You know, there's a big population of white people. Indians are very large numbers there. There are about 1 million people of Indian origin, but South Africans who've been over there 200 years now.
There are about 1 million Indians in South Africa.
Yes, they're South African citizens.
Yeah, of course, but of Indian origin.
Yes.
So is there justification for what they are claiming that other people are taking their job?
No, but then there are people who migrate after independence or something like that, and they're the ones complaining about them. You know.
Okay. Well, doctor, unless I've forgotten something, but otherwise, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity. Last time I came here, you were teaching us something to do with Zambia. I think you have some roots in Zambia because I heard you talk very passionately about Zambia.
No, I had a business there.
In Zambia?
A lottery business, but some white man cheated me.
Hey, in
That's
Zambia?
a long story. It's okay.
A white man
Yeah.
in Zambia cheated you and you abandoned it. Thank you so much, Dr. Sudhir, for the opportunity to speak to me. Who am I? I've occupied your office for about 2 hours now.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming here, and you also. So let's hope we have a successful function in here.
See you on 29th of August.
Okay.
We are not going to mourn Rajiv. This one I want to tell you.
We're not.
We are coming to
We're going to
celebrate.
remember him.
Yeah.
Just for the good life he had.
Yes, we are coming to celebrate Rajiv for the good.
Yeah.
He lived a very impactful life. He died at 34.
35.
35. Very impactful life that he lived. Yes, so that's what we are coming to celebrate. Come 29th of August.
Thank you.
I have invited fellow Pan-Africans from all over African diaspora. They'll be coming here.
Okay.
We want to really spend a day remembering him and paying a tribute to his works. Rajiv and your family, the entire Varia family, many people don't understand the chain, the chain effect. That when you help one, another one helps another, another one helps another. The first person, if he had not helped, it means all these people wouldn't have been helped. So the things that Rajiv has done to humanity here in Uganda and Africa, some we need to document them so that they can remain in the annals of history. Maybe people with time appreciate, because I've seen that there are people who can live 100 years, but once they leave, you don't find any trace of them. Now Rajiv is here, whom I saw just for 35 years, but I have been seeing almost every sector has a story to talk about Rajiv. Sports, business, philanthropism, Pan-Africanism. I am a Pan-African. I know his contribution is in Pan-Africanism. And he would give without talking. It's me.
There's so many hundreds of civil servants.
Yes.
We meet and say, oh, Rajiv helped me here, Rajiv did this. You know, Rajiv was always in touch with me. So
he was that guy who calls on the phone and he picks immediately and he says, what's your problem? Tell me. 5 minutes, talk, can solve 100 million problems. 5 minutes. He was that person, very, very quick to respond. So
Thank you so much.
I want to thank you so much, first of all, for grooming him and accepting to live with him. You gave Rajiv to us, actually. You gave him to us. He lived like he's not yours.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a true Ugandan.
Yes. So I want to thank you, Dr. Sudhir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Free your mind now. Be part of the People's Pan-African Parliament. The Pan-African Pyramid Debate with your speaker, Andrew Irumba.